Hey guys, today we'll be talking about making the perfect deck on Clash Royale, and as you can see, I have wins and I have draws, and it's basically a very good deck. So I'm going to show you this replay and teach you how to use the deck. So now what you want to do is you want to filter through your cards to find your Elixir Pump. Now, if they set a large amount of troops, I usually set a splash damage troop out to counter it. And as you see, it's working pretty well. Now I have the Musketeer to shoot down the dragon, baby dragon. Then he's going to set his Musketeer over there. And I'm going to just have that Goblin Hut to counter it. Then finally get to my Elixir Pump. I'll set it out so I can collect extra Elixir. That tower's going to take down that 3 Musketeer. Well, not 3 Musketeer, but Musketeer. Now, he has the Barbs and a Hog Rider, and I didn't know if he had a free spell, so I set out the Wizard, because it's a splash damage troop, and it'll kill all Barbarians. So behind that, I set Spirit Goblins, and they took out that Hog Rider. Now, he sets out his baby dragon, and the Wizard is an excellent troop to take out the baby dragon. Now, they take each other out there. And I set a Barbarian Hut out. I'll wait for my pump to load. Then after that, I'll set my pump out so I can start collecting my elixir faster. I'll set out my 3 Musketeer to counter his. I'm gonna shoot arrows just out of those minions, because if you let minions hit a tower or anything like a building, it'll do some pretty good damage. So I start pushing both sides because I have his one tower at 322 and the other at 1,254. Now I shoot the arrows because I know later in the game I'm going to take out the tower. See, I made a mistake. I was supposed to put the Elixir Pump in front of the Crown Tower, so that the Barbarians and the Hog Rider don't take a lot of my towers. So, the Wizard shooting the baby dragon. I set out Barb Hut so he doesn't set out his Hog Rider again. I set up my Wizard because the Barbarians, again, they'll do bad against splash damage. He sets out his Hog Rider, but we don't care because we know we're going to destroy it. Then we get over there, and our Wizard takes out the tower. Now, that's replay 1. Now, here's another replay against someone that was not in my clan. And as you see, he has a pretty strong deck with the P.E.K.K.A. and the Hog Rider and the Freeze and the Skeletons and arrows. So don't worry, he has arrows and we have low level troops that have low health. It really doesn't matter. So to counter the P.E.K.K.A., I always put like splash damage troops out. So I usually I'll put a building in the middle so the Barbarians can come out, and then I'll usually put a baby dragon or a wizard or whatever, because they both do a certain amount of damage, and their damage is good. So you see there that we take out that P.E.K.K.A. See, no problem, no biggie. He sets out his collector over there. Alright, now he has a Valkyrie, and I hate playing against Valkyries, because Valkyries will really destroy you in this deck. So he sets out another P.E.K.K.A, and we're just like, oh my god. But thankfully we have a bunch of goblins taking that out. See, we took that out, no problem. He's stupid, he should have set the arrows out before. Next we'll put our Barbarian Hut behind the Goblin Hut, so when the P.E.K.K.A comes out, if he decides to set his P.E.K.K.A out again, he goes for that. Now, I start pushing on the left side because I thought he had low elixir, but it wasn't true. So he does end up coming over here and getting a decent amount of damage done. But no worries, because our Elixir Pump has us, and we will counter. We do a heavy push on the right and a little push on the left to see if that wizard can do a little damage to that tower. Alright, the wizard gets 3 shots off. Now he pushes pretty hard with the P.E.K.K.A on the left. But like I said, splash damage troops do a lot to P.E.K.K.As, so... Okay, now we took out the Hog Rider. Now, the Musketeer did do a lot of damage to our troops. Now he does get a pretty good push on the left side because I had no troops to counter him, but then I had set out my Elixir Pump so the P.E.K.K.A and the Hog Rider don't hit my tower. Then after that, I set out the Musketeer. I don't know why I keep calling it 3 Musketeer to counter it. Alright, and now he takes that out. And his P.E.K.K.A does no damage to my tower. Now that's replay 2. I will show you another replay. Now, see, this deck is good when you start off with the Elixir Collector, because you can put it right out, and then you'll rebuild that Elixir right away. So he sets out the minion heart, and we have the arrows to take out the minion herd. Now, he sets out his Hog Rider, so we just take our Spirit Goblins, take that out. So he counters that with Spirit Goblins. No worries, because we have our Elixir Pump over there, making more elixir, doing it faster. So we set out our baby dragon and our wizard, so they do pretty good splash damage together. He ends up fireballing my wizard. I really hate the fireball, but you know, it happens. So we countered his counter, and I'm 1 elixir ahead of him, so I set out another Elixir Pump. He throws a goblin barrel at my tower. He ends up doing a decent amount of damage to my tower. Now I get more elixir, okay, and I set a goblin barrel out on the right. I mean, not a goblin hut. I don't know why the hell I call it a barrel. So I set a goblin barrel on the right, and so it does damage to the right side. So he sets out his barbarians, but no biggie, because we're gonna set our Barbarian Hut out, and so they can counter those barbarians. So that now we have the Spirit Goblins. Alright, now we have both our splash damage troops out, and he is full on elixir. He sets his witch out, and we do a little bit of damage to his tower. Now I threw those arrows at that witch because I really hate the witch, and arrows do a decent amount of damage to the witch, so when she gets to the tower can take her out. But we have the Spirit Goblins going and taking the witch out. Okay, now we don't have our arrows, so we're just going to set another building out over there. And it's my mistake because this guy does a decent amount of damage to our tower, as you can see. So we finally built up some more elixir. See, he has 216 on my tower, and I'm just like, oh, we're gonna lose because he has the goblin barrel, he has the minion herd, and he has the fireball, and now he just got his hog rider. So he sets his minion herd out, and I counter it with the wizard because the wizard does pretty good damage. So we're gonna we're gonna push a little on the left. So the witch on our side, she's going in, but she really doesn't do any damage. Alright, so my troops are going, saving up elixir. I set the baby dragon out because the splash damage with the barbarians are good. I put arrows on the tower because the goblin, if you let that goblin barrel go on your tower, it does a decent amount of damage. Now he says good game because he thought he won at that point, but he really didn't. So we push heavy on the left and he freezes us. But no biggie because we set out another baby dragon. The baby dragon takes out the minions, and the wizard also helps take out the minions. And look at that, guys. Look at that. We won with 4 health on our tower. Now, those are all the replays I will show. And goodbye. And let's open this chest. Let's open the free one first.